Call to order at 5 o'clock. Stand for Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. We'll move right on to item C, public comments. We do not have anybody in person with us today. I don't know, Devin, do we have any other participants?
We do not.
We do not. All right, so we will move right on from public comment, right to item D, minutes. So for our forum today, we're going to need to make sure everybody online unmutes and gives us their approval today. So could I have a motion to approve the December 18th, 2024 minutes?
Motion.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next item is E, correspondence received 12/17/2024 to 1/13/2025. We do not have anything included in our agenda package, but I always do remind people to please use the contact form in our homepage of our website to ask any questions or provide any feedback to the committee. That is certainly there for your use. We'll move right on to item F, reports. Chair report, nothing specific for me this evening, so we'll move right on to town council liaison report.
Yeah, nothing specific for me either. Just we're beginning the budget process for the town, for the town council.
All right, perfect. Any questions for Sarah? All right, we'll move right on to Board of Education liaison report.
Hi, this is Beth. Can you hear me all right?
Yep, we've got you, Beth.
I'm unexpectedly in my car. I think there's a bad accident on Main Street. So I don't believe I have any updates, for this group, but we're well into budget as well. And we have our first budget workshop February 1st. And that's it from the board side.
All right, any questions for Beth? All right, thank you. We'll move right on to 1928 Building Committee liaison report.
Nothing specific on the building 28 building committee to report in on.
All right, any questions for Chris? No. All right, Russ, we're going to go to you now. I think project management contingency
Nothing
report.
specific for me.
No, you're not getting away with that.
All right, so we processed 4 change orders this month. PCO 116. Oh, you want to do that first, Deb?
I can pull up the change orders too.
You sure? We can do that too right now. So,
We'll have Russ go through, because I think you're right, you have to take off a little bit. So we'll have Russ go through the change orders now, but then obviously those will be included when we actually go for the motion.
thank you.
Yep.
PCO 116, this goes back to near the beginning of the job where the sinks that were approved had 3 holes in them for the faucet and 2 handles. We ended up going with 1 handle, so we ended up needing a deck plate to cover those additional holes. And this cost was $5,930 applied to the CM contingency. And as usual, these have all gone through the decision-making group for review and approval. PCO 163 is additional fire stopping with all the penetrations through the floor, the ceiling, walls, above and beyond what O&G had carried in their original scope. And this is applied to the CM contingency as well. PCO 183, this is to add additional fiber cable and the Edge Studio for the AV network for a cost of $1,515.79. And this was should have been on the drawings, it wasn't, and is applied to the owner contingency. This is for PCO 197. Thank you, Devin. We've had to relocate the scoreboards in the gymnasium and both gyms, on the large gym, on the east side, on the small gym, on the south side, because the location of the scoreboards, they could not, if you were coming down the court in a large gym, you would not be able to see the score or the time through the scoreboard. So everything was blocking. Matt Martorelli and I had a long discussion. We got them, talked with Nelson. We got them relocated after they were already installed. And this is being applied to the CU contingency as well for $7,223. And we have a technology change order to Vintage King. It's to add additional, what were these again, Kathy?
This
These are
is
the-
just part of the audio equipment.
Yeah,
It was
whatever
the
they-
increased quantities. The items were specified, but
Different, a bunch of different things that Matt Ross needed, and it falls under, it's applied to the technology, FF&E, through FF&E for $13,794.29. That was it.
All right, anything in contingency law, if you want us?
All these are added and no, I think we're good. This one of the larger change orders that's coming is the lights for the tennis court will be happening. That's gonna be about $300,000. We have another change order that we've worked with Dan and his team on for various different items, podium, banners, shelving in the music room, in one of the music rooms, risers for the music room. That total is gonna be a total of about $140,000, if I remember right, 120.
Think about that.
We're in that range there. We also have sign, oh yeah, the signage stuff, that's all part of it, right? Or is that a separate one?
that might be lumped into the.
I think the signage is part
I
of
think
it.
it's all part of it, yeah. There's another change order. One more I wanted to talk about capital. What was one of the larger ones, Nelson, or Jess?
Greenhouse.
Greenhouse, thank you.
That's money, thank you.
I can't- I can't-
Surprised you forgot that one.
Considering. Keep laughing
Feelings about it.
Just keeps growing. I'm mentally suppressing it. So that one is, the greenhouse is about around $160,000 to add the new greenhouse, relocate the auto shed. And what's driving it is the design, the heating, the air conditioning that's in it that's required. And we're now talking about possibly eliminating the air conditioning for it to kind of cut costs. So we got some work to do to try and reduce that. And to be perfectly honest, as we talked about this way back when at the start of it, when Scott was here, nowhere in my mind did I think it was gonna be $160,000. So we're looking at some, maybe we can do some cost savings there once we to finalize that project or that project cost. I think that's about it.
Any questions for Russ on change orders or upcoming what we're forecasting for change orders? No? Everybody online good?
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
fine.
All set.
All right, so I'm not gonna ask for anything right now until we actually put the motion up, but keep those in mind as we move forward. All right, so why don't we move on to or not, architect report?
So what I have for on the high school side, we're working on a couple of proposal requests. One is we're doing some door hardware changes to the stair doors in area C and E. This is the fire doors. And then we also are working on the mid-stage curtains for the auditorium curtains. That was a request from Matt Ross. And also adding handicap parking spaces at the secondary entrance, public entrance. That's also.
That's okay.
And this coming Monday, being a holiday, I'll be in the building to inspect the completed punch list items. So, and on the central office side, again, CA services, and we're just reviewing RFI and some of those.
Any questions or anything in addition?
It's just not the right hardware installed initially.
It's just that, I think, they want a little lock, like
Okay.
we're trying to add a lock set, for the stair doors. So we're trying to add the locks on the stair side, so it's still maintaining a kind of egress from the building side. So that's something that I need to review, like making sure we have the right code, so that it allows that egress too.
Anything else? Any other questions? All right, excellent. We'll move right on to construction manager reports.
I'm gonna pass it on to Jessica. She's been leading the Area F central office, so she'll give a quick update.
Great.
Don't look at me like that. It'll be short. So the high school, we're 100% complete, obviously. Site work is still 94% and commissioning is still 90%. And IES is the commissioning agent. They're still finalizing their commissioning, doing their test run and whatever, trying to get the system to all work together nicely. We don't have any real issues that I'm aware of right now. We have the site wayfinding signs, they're all installed per contract. We are waiting for that last little bit of signage. That's another,
The building side.
PR coming out. Then for area F, we have construction is 45% complete, MEP Ruffin is 95% complete. All the fire protection, the electrical and the plumbing is 100%. Spray foam is 100%, drywall is 95% and 45% taping. So then after taping, we'll start painting. Ceiling starts next week and millwork is fabricated and ready to go in. Tennis courts, the coating, we're gonna start late spring sometime. The PR 88 is the tennis court lighting, that's under review. And 1928, we're done over there. We'll remove in the spring, weather dependent, what time in April or whatever. And the grandstands have been released and they are scheduled to arrive in, I think, mid to late July. That's it.
Great.
Yeah, moving on.
Any questions at all on that?
What's the balance in the CM contingency?
It's right in front of you.
It's a little over 2
I don't know
million.
if you can see.
We just have owners.
Yeah. I think we just did owners.
Yeah, we just have
Oh,
owners.
sorry.
About 2.5 million.
Yeah.
Two,
It's over
2.5 million. like
Great, thanks.
still in good shape for this.
We'll print for next time. We'll have the CMP as well.
All right. All right, no questions. Thank you very much. We'll move right on to owner's revenue management. Chris?
For the high school, continue to check the punch list complete. And then central office, checking progress as well as, quality. So things have been looking really good. I received the schedule update today, so I'll be next couple of days be reviewing that. And, can just continue on with back punching next at high school.
Any questions for Chris? No. All right. Thank you. Nothing on communication subcommittee. Obviously, we probably could start taking that off. Are we even scheduling for this year at all?
We're not scheduling. We might need something
Later on.
when that's finishing up.
Okay.
And then something for when we say goodbye as a committee down the road.
So
That does
nothing-
happen, right?
What's that?
That does happen.
It does.
It will, the committee will be decision eventually, once all the work's done.
2028.
Right, exactly.
We want to hit the 10-year mark.
So obviously nothing on communications. We don't anticipate any meetings anytime soon for that subcommittee, but we'll inform you when we do. Financial subcommittee report, nothing of importance there coming out of that meeting. Obviously, all the financial review prior to this meeting, as we discussed. But nothing else of importance that came out of that meeting. for financial subcommittee on Friday. So that leaves us with financial reports. Kat, do we have it?
Yep, there's an updated financial report for the committee account. The only addition was just the expense for the dinner that we had at the last committee meeting in December. So that leaves a total of $31,526.34 on hand in that account.
Any questions on that? No? Okay, great. That completes reports for us this evening. We'll move right on to item G, new business. So now I will call for the motion to approve the following invoice package for Farmington High School as presented.
So moved.
Second.
We'll open this one up for discussion. Let's start us out, Kat.
Yep, so the first invoice is TSKP Studio. This is their monthly construction administration for FHS in the amount of $42,000 through December. And then the next one is O&G. So Nelson, if you want to.
It's been reviewed, we reviewed it with sub-finance committee last week in professional partners, and we recommend approval.
So the next one is for project management. That's Russ's invoice for December, $5,250.96, and the weekly timesheets are provided as backup. Next on the list, we have Arcadis. This invoice for the high school project is $1,800, and that is for work through December 22nd of 2024. Vintage King is another invoice. This is, we discussed them a little bit earlier, but this is for some audio equipment that has been received. Matt Ross approved that has been received and recommended for payment. That's in the amount of $1,440.84. And then Sweetwater is one other technology vendor. This equipment has been received. Matt has reviewed and approved. This is in the amount of $1,496, and this closes out their PO. So everything that we have been owed has been received, and this would finalize payment. Looks like $1,498. So it's just a.
All right, and then any questions on those? All right, and then remember, in addition, all the change orders that Russ walked us through, that is the full package. So it would be approval of the motion just with that minor change for Sweetwater to $1,498. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? All right, motion passes. We'll move right on to G2. So could I have a motion to approve the following invoice pack for central office as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
So central office, these are just our standard monthly invoices. The first one is TSKP with their set construction administration amount of $5,600 for the month of December. And then Arcadis, this is for the central office portion, $1,987.50.
Any questions?
Pretty straightforward.
I know, exactly. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. We'll move on to G3. Could I have a motion to approve the attached invoice in the amount of $9,190 from CNA Distributors, Inc.?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
So this invoice is for additional soap and paper towel dispensers that were not included in the building after we initially installed everything. These are in locations in some bathrooms, science labs, kitchen, places where you would need soap and paper towels. So we worked directly with the vendor to get these in additional locations. This is just for the materials. We will complete the installation for these. This was reviewed by the decision-making group and then brought to the financial subcommittee as well.
Any questions on that one?
Seems pretty clean cut.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. So that leaves us with other business. Anything else in addition you need to cover this evening?
Very interesting, guys. Well done.
We gotta get to adjournment.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on, we're not done.
I don't want to jump in.
Could be risky.
All right, excellent. So could I have a motion to adjourn, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes and we will adjourn at 5:21 this evening.